The views and opinions expressed on From the Mouths of Madness are that of the panel and not of the Geeks Under the Influence Network or their sponsors. Listeners, beware.
Like, does the tower make you think that it was like part of like a World's Fair kind of thing? Does it give off that kind of vibe? I was literally just wondering the other day if there still is a World's Fair. Do you think there still is one?
I don't think there is.
Like, the only thing I think about with it is like that there was the killer in Chicago that like took advantage of the World's Fair being there. And that's how he got all the people to come to that like hotel.
When was this?
In like the 20s, 30s.
Okay.
Well,
I
before
know
cell phones.
That's smart, though.
That's a good
I
question.
mean, hey, come to the World Fair.
He had that like murder hotel. Why am I blanking? It's like the Devil in the White
Holmes?
City guy. Yeah.
Holmes, J.J. Holmes or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah, he had like a torture hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he capitalized on like the World's Fair. And then I was like, this feels like it would have been part of like a World's Fair kind of thing with this big tower being built in this random town.
I would say the vibe that gave me, I could go with World's Fair because World's Fair also had that like futuristic, it was always the Man of Tomorrow or the flying, like Tony Stark in MCU with the flying car. So when you see this pop up in the movie, it has that vibe. Like it could be at the, is that what you're going with?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I think the Space Needle, which is what this obviously kind of looks like, I think that was part of a World's Fair. Like, I think that's what that was built as.
Was that?
I could
Really?
be completely wrong.
No, you could be
Talking
completely
out
right. Too.
Nobody fast checker. I'm just going to believe that.
Fuck
Yeah.
that. No Snopes, no nothing. No,
Actually,
yeah, you see what
actually.
really happened, guys. No, fuck off.
could that be also with St. Louis with the?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the arch was built as part of a World's Fair too.
There you go.
Everything that's good in this world, every big thing, it's just a World's Fair. We're
I
just
got
gonna
you.
lean
Promotion
into
for
that.
World's Fair.
Everything is a World's Fair.
Unfortunately, this did not work out for those people in this film. Tonight on the chopping block, we're going to be talking about 2025's Final Destination Bloodlines. I'm Lowdown.
F.U. Hunter, what's up, you penny-killing bitches?
Penny killing bitch.
Yeah, that fucking
That
penny.
fucking boy,
That-
dude.
that boy, that fucking penny.
He's the one that threw the fucking thing.
But that penny
Like the little shit he was.
has a kill count of like, what, 10 plus people?
Yeah.
Just the penny.
Just the penny.
Yeah.
And back with us, I feel like you've had the most special editions of On the Chopping Block.
It's just because I annoy you guys too much. I'm like, hey, are we doing this?
Well, we had to for this episode.
We had to. So we tortured Emily with the full-length franchise episode on Final Destination. She really did actually like fuck you guys for that. I was like, do you not like me?
It's because of part 4.
Yeah, it's
It
because
is
of part,
because
it's
of
'cause of part
part
4. But we had to bring her back for the 6th installment. What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's up? Woo.
I tortured myself by re-listening to that episode and
Yeah.
having to listen to myself speak.
Bringing
for
in the
an
anger.
hour.
Just goddamn you.
I rewatched the franchise before, like up through like the week before it came out.
Oh God, no! You watched 4 again?
4 was on in the background. Like I was doing shit.
You like watch the other ones 4. You're like, all right, time to do the dishes.
Like I like seeing the racist fucking tow truck guy. Like I like to watch that just because he burns.
Yeah.
Except like terrible CGI
It is.
bullshit.
Okay.
Even that scene.
Yeah. Everything
that
is
scene.
terrible CGI in that movie.
But that
Everything.
scene specifically, you're like,
Yeah.
yay! Oh, it looks fucking stupid. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
It was
that's true.
way too late in the 2000s for that level of like hard racism in a movie.
Yeah. But yeah, I was just like, I've got to go through it, be a completist. I
You
will
could just listen to the episode. We went
I'll
over it
never
pretty well.
I'll never watch. I will never watch that movie again, though.
I did run into a
That's
couple
why.
people that hadn't seen 5, and so there was an excitement level for them to watch 5, and
Yeah.
them not know that it's the setup.
Yes.
Yeah, like we got I had no idea.
Because you know why they hadn't seen 5? Because they hated 4 so fucking much.
Yeah.
They were like, well, I'm not going to go to another one of these.
You're not gonna get me twice.
Yeah.
Totally valid.
I always put like 4 and 5 as the same thing as like Friday 13th, 5 and 6, where like 5 is such dog shit that people were like, no, dude, I'm not saying on that level.
I was gonna say, ooh.
But Final Destination 5 is so much better than 4.
Yeah.
Just as Friday 13th, 6 is
Yeah.
so much better
But
than 4
I would
and
watch
5.
Jason 5 on 24/7 overwatching 4 again. I feel like
They're
at
about
least the
even.
kills are good. In part, we even said that the kills in Jason 5 are good.
That's about it.
No, can we even call it Jason
Stupid.
Friday 5 because there's no Jason.
Yeah,
Like why'd you bring? Yeah, you brought up another franchise. Now you got me going off.
yeah. But I'm just saying, people not giving the next one a chance when
Yeah.
the one before it was such a shit show.
Yeah, then the guy shouldn't watch Scream 4 then. Shots fired.
You know how I feel about Scream 4.
I know.
Not as much as I feel about Scream 5, though.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get back to the Final Destination franchise, which oddly, like those two franchises we just mentioned came up. I mean, Scream was the first one was and the second one were earlier, but you know, I see like Final Destination picked up kind of at where Scream only had one in the 2000s, right? It was Scream 3.
Yeah.
Final Destination kind of was the franchise in the 2000s.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of
Well, that
Well,
and
and
Saw.
Saw. Yeah.
and Saw, yeah. Oh God,
Yeah, but Saul was cheating because it was like every year, and the quality was obvious the farther
yeah,
it went.
it kept
Oh,
getting
wow,
worse.
you made this shitty movie in just a year? I can't believe it. Like, oh, this one's even shittier than the other one, and you made that in a year?
Yeah.
Like you could tell the quality of that.
Now,
Very true.
with this was 13 years, right? Because 5 was 2012,
That sounds correct. to
2011,
me.
2012.
2011, I think is
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
God, 14 years.
Yeah.
Now, they definitely, I will say this, they did a great job rebooting it and giving it its own original thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's tons of nods to the other movies, but like the story is something they've never done in Final Destination before, which I really did appreciate that.
I appreciated that it had a story.
Yeah.
Well, they tried with 2
Oh.
that he keeps fucking being apologizing
I've
for.
never defended the story in 2. I don't give a
Yes.
shit.
Agreed.
Who defends any of the stories in these movies?
I will
It's all
defend
about-
this one.
Thank you very much. I'll give you that. But the other ones, I'm not defending, like, dude, the character build up in 2 was fucking amazing. No, it's about the fucking kills.
Yeah, and the kills in 2 are better. I had to admit that because I got through 3 and I was like, you know what? Hunter's right. The kills in 2 are better than 3.
Kills in 2 are so much better than 3.
Yeah.
Plus, 2 is the one movie that to this day has a reality where people will think about part 2, and it's when you're on the highway behind a fucking log truck.
Yep.
Nobody.
Did you see where I posted that?
Yeah,
Like, there's a reel where that happened recently where
Yes.
a log went through someone's windshield.
exactly. And to this day, like, you'll still get on a roller coaster. You'll still get, like,
Go
you'll
to
go
a NASCAR
over a
race.
bridge. You can NASCAR race if you want to, but you're behind a fucking log truck. Next lane, bitch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like, too, when you say Final Destination, like, that's what people think about. They don't even think about the first movie or the plane crash or anything.
No.
If you say Final Destination, they think logging truck.
Yep.
Yeah. 100%. And there's tons of nods to 2 in this. I think we see a logging truck 3 times in Bloodlines,
Oh, yeah.
at
Well,
least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the
Very
final
end.
scene.
Yeah. Yeah. Where it's, actually happens.
Which is a huge, like, oh, it's a fucking train. No, it's not the train. Fuck you. It's a log.
Yeah. that was a pretty sweet final scene, though. The way it just barreled down the houses. Fucking.
Which is the train stops. You're like, oh, I guess they're going to. Nope, never mind.
Nope.
Fuck you.
Fell off.
I've seen some stuff online that people think that that's a premonition, that that's not real, and that they think that Final Destination 7 is going to be Stephanie and her brother are still alive. I don't personally think that's the case.
She
but
didn't have her own. She had her
didn't.
grandmother's.
Yeah.
So now they think that's like her premonition. But I don't love that. So I
No.
hope that's not true.
That just feels like part 3 all over again. Remember, because they have the other premonition in the subway.
Yes.
And then they have it comes true. And I'm like,
you
you already did
Have
that.
to carry over all the characters in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
That would be kind of fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Didn't that happen in 4 also? Like with the movie theater thing? Like wasn't there a second premonition like later in the movie in 4? I don't know. You've watched 4 the most recently.
Yeah, I said it was in the background. I do not remember that.
He's like, I might have been put a dish away and turned to look at the screen. when
Because
the movie
honestly,
theater's
the
going on.
theater scene is probably the worst scene for me in part 4.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that
where
was-
they shut down one auditorium and have highly flammable shit right
Spontaneously
next to the theater
Oh,
full of people.
And he's getting like just nail gunned to the fucking column. And dude, come on, man. It was so dumb. So fucking
I'm just
stupid.
saying, you've got barrels. It's
Yeah.
like highly flammable. Within
Spontaneously combustible.
Spontaneously combustible.
Spontaneously combustible.
10 feet away, just a small wall dividing, theater full of people. No.
No, definitely not happening. So yeah.
I mean, I think I actually really loved the opening scene of this, though. I think it's one of the better, like, first premonition scenes that we've gotten in the series.
Yeah, I think it was definitely the most enjoyable set piece.
Yes.
I think I had a lot to do with it. The set
Yeah.
that it was so. Although I will say, I wonder if it was the same set they used for what was that one that came out that was a Blumhouse film, where the woman goes out, she's out on a date.
Oh, Drop.
It looks like a very similar setup to the restaurant.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
I know they built a really large set, and they said that the surrounding from it was like 10,000 like mini TV screens or something like that, which was
wow.
causing the like outside to look like outside. So they did actually build like a practical set for
Okay.
that. So maybe not.
I just when I saw it, I'm like, wait, the bar, obviously, I mean, I guess it would be common for the bar to be in the center, but it just seemed very similar to the set piece in Drop.
I haven't seen Drop, so I've only seen the trailers. So
I've seen it. It's
worth a watch.
I wanted to see it. It went out of theaters super fast.
It's not going to blow you away, but it doesn't suck.
Exactly.
That's the best way I can put
There you
it.
go.
So.
There you go.
Fair enough.
But no, the setting of that restaurant was gorgeous, and I think that definitely the prettiest premonition we've ever had.
Yeah.
The prettiest.
The prettiest.
Well, that and just the music cues and
a little bit now.
and it just yeah.
Yeah. I will say that I immediately, when I saw the kid and realized that it was like a flashback premonition, I was like, the kid is Bloodworth.
Yeah.
Immediately, I was like, the kid is Bloodworth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I clocked that
Yeah.
very quickly.
What about the raindrops keep falling on my head cue and then bodies falling down? That was
that was awesome.
That was good.
and that little shit, the little penny kid. You think that little fucker's gonna get away? Nope, piano.
Yeah, he got the worst.
I was in a full theater for this, like an absolutely full theater. And when that happened, one of the people in the theater was like, fuck yeah. And then everyone cheered when
Yes.
that kid got
See, they showed up for the assignment.
They did.
They
that
showed
fucking-
up.
He's trying to murder people.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
on there, he's like, "Hey, don't throw those pennies. You could kill people." He's like, "Fuck you, man." Like that's his response. Not like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit, I didn't realize it was that hardcore."
Yeah. No, he's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's kill people. It's cool. No.
So he deserves a piano.
He does.
He did. He did. The way they used the backstory, because she's having these visions, and then the family's ostracized grandma, right, and her mom, because it drove her
Yes.
mom crazy. So the whole family's like missing a huge chunk of her. She's missing a huge chunk of her like lineage.
Yeah.
That she can't grow up with. So I think they did a really good job of kind of like weaving through that just enough before you actually go meet the Iris. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she had a really cool death.
She did, but can we talk about, like, she said that she's been trying to escape death for decades. Do we think that death respects sleep schedules? Because I'm like, death won't just like knock something over on you in your sleep.
Yeah.
Like that's
true.
just not a thing.
Yeah.
You have to be awake. Yeah.
Like you've been doing this for 30 some odd years at least.
Because they made such a huge point of showing all the different times death was fucking with her while they were in the house.
Yes.
So if that happened while you were asleep, you would be dead.
100%.
Right?
But it's her stepping outside where that's like, oh, God, I've got so much shit to work with now. Like
Yeah.
before, I just had the little sunlight on this one. There's so much stuff.
You live in a scrap yard.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah. I wonder if any of the spikes and the intentional barbed wire and all the shit I have outside, if Death could use that kind of, and when she set this up, unless she hired a crew, isn't she just taunting Death
No,
with like
because-
spike in the ground, spike in the ground? I'll just set up all these spikes. Death, you better not keep an eye on me right now. Like,
Yeah, because
she gonna
Tony
kill Death?
Todd said that he helped her set all of that up. Like in the movie, it's canon that like Bloodworth and her did that together.
Mm-hmm.
So
but is Death recruiting?
maybe it just wasn't her turn yet.
but is,
Maybe she knew there were like 4 people ahead of her still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they did break down the chart, and they actually
order.
they did explain that in the order.
Mhm.
And so yeah, she was the last. Right?
Well, she was the last person before Bloodworth.
Before Bloodworth, yeah.
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 Which
He was
they-
the very last.
Yeah. He would have been the very last in the line.
Mm-hmm.
I do appreciate the degloving scene as her death
Mm-hmm.
for my son Parker, who cannot stand stuff like that, like fucking Gerald's game. And just that last way of that, with that way of her dying was fucking sweet.
Dude, it was awesome.
He swerved like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
It was slow too.
Yeah.
That was painful to watch.
And in the ring, just
Yeah.
ironic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough. That was rough. But I think Homeboy, the brother. Okay, the teaser trailer with the dude in the tattoo shop. You know, you think he dies there. Obviously, okay, so he doesn't, and then he ends up getting the MRI machine. Did anybody cheer for that? Because that brother annoyed the shit out of me the whole movie.
No.
Like I wanted to punch him in his like micro penis over and over again.
I went back and forth on him because he was obnoxious, but he was also like calling out the shit that somebody had to call out. Like,
He was the most entertaining character in this movie too. So
Fair.
I was like, honestly, I was kind of bummed when he died because I was like, oh, okay, we're just with these two now.
because his brother was very like, oh, gee whiz,
Yeah.
like very scared of his own shadow. Yeah.
You're right. I don't know. Like he did call shit out, but like it was his mannerisms the rest of the time. I'm like, dude, I'm like, don't ever talk to me like that, please.
I gotta give props on the casting of the brother or uncle. That was the most uncle like portrayal that I've seen. Like, hey guys, let's like
Howard.
yeah, his name's Howard.
Yeah.
Like he might as well be listening to fucking Jimmy Buffett and fucking just rocking out Margaritaville. Like that all.
If they could get the rights, I'm pretty sure it would have been in the movie.
I'm just saying it paints this picture of his patio looking the way it was, like, and him getting killed by a lawnmower just adds that last little bit. So
I was bummed that was in the trailer, like that you knew that was coming because that was the most like mousetrap of all the deaths in my opinion. Like that was the one that gave you the most like, it's not that. It's not the like glass in the ice. It's not the springs on the trampoline. Like that was the one that gave you the most kind of like false starts. And so knowing that it was ultimately going to be the lawnmower, I was like, well, that's kind of a bummer.
I do appreciate the spring coming out of the vending machine and not only going in him, but just spinning around the dude's head.
Dude, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Got shot like a bullet.
Yeah.
I think the second best one was the trash truck.
Yeah.
Build up because it was like, the kids there was a dude cutting a limb and there was like 5 or 6 things leading up to her actually
And she's really like, watch out for that tree cutter. Watch out for the soccer ball. Watch out for this. And then like
they all come into play to make it
you
happen
are so full of shit.
Yeah.
Soccer ball, tree cutter, trash can. And we're literally in the background. You're like, that's exactly what she said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kill was cool too. I saw a video on how they did the practical effect on that, and it was really cool.
It was kind of like, what were those things we used as a kid where you put your hand in it and it would make the shape? That's basically
like
what they
the
used.
little metal pins where you like push your hand into it and it would make that shape. It was like that, but that's how they did it. Oh, it was cool.
Yeah, it was really cool to see that. And it was also in the video also showed the how they did the MRI machine, which you kind of figured.
Yeah.
But I will say the CGI was decent when they showed the wheelchair. Don't forget. Remember the wheelchair went through him too because of the metal. So
and then literally showed the image of the poster for 5 with the skull. That was awesome. Just different parts of the wheelchair coming out. I was like,
so good, dude.
Did you guys really enjoy the piercings being pulled towards the MRI?
I knew as soon as the nose ring and then the nipple. I was like, all right, this is about to get really painful. I knew he was the type, like, he's about to get his, that's about to come out.
Yeah.
There's no way they're not going that route.
He was the most entertaining character, and to me, the most entertaining death.
Oh, just the scene, and it's no death in it, but just when he's like playing the sad dad music, and he's literally tattooing dad. And that song, I'm just like, oh, this is so emo, and yet so hilarious.
Oh, it was so good, but I was also like, this tattoo shop is disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was foul.
Yuck.
It was foul. Yeah. I just thought of something. So we talked about how the lineage and Bloodworth was the last one to die after her grandmother died. We were talking earlier about there was something on the episode like I can edit this out. There's something in the episode we talked about earlier that actually negates. And I just brain farted on it. I was out in the sun too long.
Where it diverted?
Huh?
Where it jumped over somebody?
Yeah. So so when we mentioned earlier about that fan theory about the final scene.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they've got to be dead because she is the last one in the bloodline from the grandmother.
Yeah, so the 2 kids, Stephanie and Charlie.
Yeah, the 2 kids. Like, she wouldn't have her premonition because she's already in the bloodline that's going to die. She was seeing her grandmother's premonition, right? And that's what started it.
Yeah.
So
there's a few things, like, So in 2, which is heavily referenced in this, because they say that the girl from 2 is the only one who's ever survived all of this.
Yeah.
I want to say her name was Kimberly.
Sure.
The actress is in Landman now. That's all I know.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So she's the only one that has survived all of this, but there is footage in, I think, the extras in 3 that said that she died in a wood chipper accident. So now I'm going back and forth being like, well, does Bloodworth not know that she like didn't survive after that? Or are they saying the wood chipper is not canon?
Or what about the fucking sheriff, the cop, who also fucking survived?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Because he got like taken out of the line because she like died and then came back. But what we're seeing is like, nah. And this just goes back to like the common theme with these movies, which is like, well, maybe it's this. No, just kidding.
Like they mentioned her, but not that also he survived since that. Yeah.
They allegedly both died in the wood chipper accident. So like,
how do you dual die in a wood? That's like that.
He
that's
fell
nefarious.
in trying to save
I'm
her.
saying somebody's tying you up. There's no way like that. Both people died in a wood chipper.
Yeah.
Like one person. And you turn it off, all right? Like, there's no...
there's no leaving it on.
I'm going in to get you.
No leaving it on.
I don't know. People do silly things when they're like in an emergency.
I didn't, outside of the Easter eggs that are throughout the movie,
Yeah.
I didn't connect this to the original ones. When I went into it, and what I believe I saw was an actual reboot, and this story was not connected to the original ones.
I think it is because he mentions, like, because Bloodworth is there and he mentions it. But there's also, like, in the same movie in 2, he says only new life can prevent death.
Oh,
but
I hate that fucking story.
But again, like, how many of these people had kids?
Yeah.
Like, and how much of this is, like, bloodline specific? So obviously that's not it either.
Yeah. I was just going to say, I think it does take place. It's just the other movies are other examples of people doing that is just not on such a grand scale. Because in most of the other ones, you know, it's what, like 10, 12 people.
And it's right away they start dying.
This one, as she said, death was pretty fucking busy because it was what, like, how many people were?
It was a sold out event, right? So it was hundreds.
Yeah.
So we saw the grand thing of this and where you have to trace that because it's going to take death a while. It's weird that death would be like, God, this is so much fucking work killing all these people.
Yeah, like, fuck, man.
I'm going to take about 6 months off. So you get about 6 months. I'll come back to you. Don't have any fucking kids. All right. You know.
I don't know. I just felt like it was so. It felt like it had a decent separation from the first 5. That's all to me.
I mean, I think the only like through line that any of them have had is Bloodworth, but even he has the cameo as the voice in 3, and he's not in 4.
So he's not really like a main character.
He's only in like 1, 2, 5, then 1, then 2, and so
he has the shortest scene in 5. It was literally at the funeral.
No, in 5 he's in it a lot.
Yeah, he's the one
He keeps showing up.
Yeah, because he shows up one time, and then later on he's like, you could just kill a motherfucker, and then like that's.
I must not have been watching. His first scene's at a funeral, right? In 5.
Yeah.
So I don't remember that.
And then
scene.
later on, he rolls up. I think he's just in town or near the restaurant, and he's like, "Oh no, he's taking one of the bodies away." He's like, "Oh hey, see y'all again."
Yeah. He's like, yes, at one of the.
And that's where he's like, you could just kill somebody. And
he's at one of the. He's right. He's picking up. He's like, I'm doing my job. That's right. I do remember that. Yeah. That's right.
Again, Bloodworth and all of his theories about like how you cheat death, and I think like the answer is you just don't.
You don't exactly. I mean, I think that's always been the point of the franchise. You don't cheat death. There is. I mean, I think that was a tagline for one of them. You can't cheat death or some shit, right?
And I love where she's like, well, I did have that death experience at the end, and he's like, no, I mean, you weren't fucking dead at any time. Like he resuscitated you, but you were never fucking dead. Your heart never stopped.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah. And then here comes the fucking penny.
Yeah.
Here comes the penny.
That one fucking penny caused a fucking
It's the same
train derailment.
Here comes
It's
the penny.
just a cursed penny.
It's a curse.
And so the penny's like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was. I thought she died. All right.
Yeah.
Old lady, drop me. Activate. Death.
I'm sorry. Just here comes the penny. Like, what the fuck,
Dude? That could be a fucking shirt. Come on.
It could. Here comes the penny.
And then just literally just a huge image of the penny with the skeleton on it.
Oh
I
yeah.
like hearing it in Shane McMahon's like theme song.
Here comes the penny.
Here comes the penny. Here it comes.
All right. We can't end this episode without talking about Tony Todd. I know.
I cried.
Oh God, yeah. I feel like everyone had a different experience than me.
Yeah,
We've already talked.
I think just knowing that's it, like,
Yeah.
well, like seeing him on screen and just him talking, and then just kind of saying somewhat dialogue in the film, but also just talk to the audience. Like,
No,
hey.
that last chunk that he ad-libbed, I did say that is amazing.
Yeah.
And that's the most important part. I mean, like, but he's almost like he's looking at you, being like, "Hey, that was fun, right?"
Yeah.
Like,
It made me
hey, horror
cry.
fans, specifically, hey, horror fans. Like, I know he was in a bunch of shit, but I mean, for horror fans, like, he was.
I just wish it was
pretty
a different property, man. Like the last thing I saw him in before that was Stream, and he was still Tony Todd. That wasn't Tony Todd in Final Destination. That was Cancer.
Yeah. I mean,
Like, and that's what bothers me is like that's not. It's like that's why I didn't like go into my mom's hospital room the day before we had to pull the plug.
yeah.
Because that's not my mom. That was a husk. That wasn't Tony Todd. That was Cancer. So
I think like it's so poignant though of like the nobody gets out alive kind of like
yeah,
through line through all of these films, and like him just kind of like having already come to terms with that when he was in this movie.
Yeah,
and
in real
being
life,
able
yeah.
to like give that to that was a gift to the fans, like
Yeah.
100%. And you know, like I had just met him not that long before he passed, like less than a year before he passed. And he was so sweet, such a nice man. And so, you know, like it makes it even tougher to know that he was just like such a good dude on top of that. But yeah, I definitely cried. And the people next to me when they were leaving, because it had a little like for our
Yeah.
friend Tony Todd, she was like, oh, I guess he was like the last one, like in the bloodline. He was like the end of that and the end of this story. And I was like, that is, I guess, one way that you could
Yeah.
look at that.
yeah.
I appreciate it. I know it sucks to see him in that state.
Yeah.
But I also like that this is his last like thank you to the fans. I think that's the way I look at it.
And it's also cool for people that don't go to horror cons like we have or been to cons or see him, because like we've gotten like a personal like, you know, thank you from him or something like that. So like I guess it's good for people that don't do that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I can see that. Like I just said, for me, like I said, I saw him in Stream before that, and he was like running the like American, I think, little sect of Stream, because they greenlit a Stream too.
I saw that.
And he's just baller trench coat, like he's fucking Tony Todd.
Yeah.
And like that's still what I think of when I think of him. I don't think of Final Destination, because that's not, to me, like I said, that's not Tony Todd. It barely sounded like his voice.
But we know it's him.
Yeah.
I go either way with it, because
Yeah.
like
No, I get why. I just, like, for my own reasons, like I don't like remembering people when it's not actually them.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it worked in the context of the movie of like,
Yeah.
you know, they worked it into the movie of him being like,
Yeah.
you know, who would have thought that this was what Death's design would have for me?
Yeah.
But here we are.
True.
and they didn't CGI, just use his voice, and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's dangerous routes this could have gone.
It could have been
And
way
they could have
worse.
gone as a tribute and like just done a CGI him, and then we're like, who the fuck is this? Like,
Yeah.
so
Oh God! Notes for anybody working on 7: please don't.
God
do
damn,
that.
no, he said his buys. Don't fuck
Yeah.
this up.
Just his apprentice somewhere.
Yeah.
His brother.
I mean, I guess the only place I really saw him at in the scene was, and like I haven't rewatched it, so it could be completely different going into the second time now that I've sat with the movie for so long, is I guess his eyes.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to see Tony Todd when I saw him on the screen. Like I was like looking for him, if that makes sense.
There was a sadness there.
Yeah.
But I think again the sadness is like that this is it, and you know
Yeah.
that this is it.
And I didn't think of that, and that's a really, really good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same way we talked about with Sid Haig, where
Oh God, yeah,
That,
Hanukkah, fucking or 3 from Hell.
yeah,
Like, come on,
where
man.
like, you know, before then, fucking goddamn Devil's Rejects, he's fucking.
Or anytime we saw him at a con before
Right.
that, he was just woo.
But just his appearance in 3 from Hell, it was just like,
oh,
Yeah.
bad.
I didn't watch that movie.
Don't
you're lucky.
do
Yeah.
not. No.
Yeah,
All right.
no, everybody told me not to. So
All right.
I was
Nobody
like,
told me because
I'm
I
good."
watched it the first night, and I wish somebody had told me. Ugh.
Yeah, it was bad. Yep. All right. So, but we had to send our respects to Tony Todd, mention him. All right.
Where does this rank in the series for you?
For me, ooh, Oh, I think it might take over number 2.
I remember what our rankings were because, like I said, I went back and me and you were the same. We were 5, 2, 1, 3, 4. You were 3, 5, 1, 2, 4.
That's right. You shit all over, dude.
I think 5, especially with this rewatch, 5 overtakes. If 5 moves to number 1, Bloodlines moves to number 2, and I drop 3 because of the kills in 2. Yeah, I drop 3 to I think the 4th place.
Okay.
Maybe.
I think I'm.
No, I'm sorry, 5th place.
Yeah.
Because 5.
I'm 5, 6, 2, 1.
Swap 1 and 2 for
3,
me. That's what I'm saying.
4.
5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
I haven't watched Bloodlines enough yet to say. I feel weird because so I'm just gonna go with 5, 2, Bloodlines, 3, 1, 4.
Oh, you've moved 1 down below 3 since the last.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah,
I
because rewatching it, what are the strong kills in 1?
The storyline is so stupid in 1.
But
The storyline is so
what,
stupid
What are
in
the strong
1?
kills in 1 besides the chick getting hit with the bus, which isn't really that
the
good? I get
bus,
more
yeah.
surprise.
I mean, Sean Patrick or Sean William Scott. That was a cool cool.
But it
Came out. It is. But when
I
did it come out?
understand, but that's why it's loose. And look, it's not the bottom.
No.
And 4
No.
came out the fuck way after that,
Yeah.
so they really fucked up.
Yeah.
But 3 has at least a few. I mean, dude, when the weightlifter dude is fucking celebrating that smash. I mean, right there, that scene puts it a little above 1.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's like more ultimate than the chick going, "You can go fuck yourself," and then get hit by the bus. Is the dude be like, "Oh, I fucking live forever," and then having his head smashed by weights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
That's fair.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the ranking difference. So mine, I actually moved around a lot. 3 kind of moved to 3, moved
It's
to
that
4th.
rewatch. It's that rewatch of 2 that really threw everything off, right?
Yeah. I mean, it really did. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 3 got moved to the bottom, even though it's got Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Oh.
And honestly, for me, 1 did move down because watching it, the story's very basic at this point. And when you're doing basic, you got to have good kills, and it didn't have it. So I was like, you're going down a step.
But I remember that movie took off when it came out.
Yeah.
You know, because again, mainstream horror wasn't where it is 20 years later, right?
Yeah.
So that movie did really well.
It did.
You know, but although it is odd because before that we got some other actually really good teen horror movies, but that's for later. So okay, it survived the chopping block for me. It sounds like it did for you,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and it sounds like it did for you.
Yeah, I'll probably pick it up and add to my collection. So
God, can I buy the movies without 4?
No.
Is there a way to do that?
no, and you know how many sets I have where I look at there's that one movie and I'm like, why are you in this set? And I'm talking to you, Alien 3. There's just that you buy the set because you're like, oh, most of these, like 90% of these movies are fucking awesome. I need to have the set. There's that one bastard stepchild movie. You're just like, God, why are you in here? And that's part 4 for the series.
Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah, I put Manhattan.
Yeah.
You put Manhattan over that? Well, okay.
At least the kills are good and like Goes to Hell.
That's what I'm saying. Goes
I
to
feel
Hell, at least it's stupid.
It's
but it
so
has
stupid.
a little Evil Dead reference. And
Some weird shit.
yeah.
Like he has that one dude in like a little stirrup thing, and he shaves him.
It's
And he's
been
like-
a minute since I've
It's-
watched
it's
it.
fucking
Oh, I love
terrible.
it.
But 7's fucking boring and has the dumbest fucking ending of any of the Friday the 13th movies where he gets killed by the toxic waste and then turns into a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have really forgotten a lot about
All right.
those
Yeah,
middle of
unfortunately,
the
I
series
haven't.
movies.
Yeah, no, and I was gonna say my Child's Play collection. Like I know a lot of people don't like part 3, but fuck Seed of Chucky.
God.
Oh,
God
yep,
damn it.
there's
That's the
winner.
best one for that one.
There's the
Fuck
winner.
that
Yep.
movie. All right. We could keep going, folks, but until we talk again, embrace the madness.
Join us at GUIPodcast.com.